through the Valheim passage, trying to completely escape from the Nalbana dungeons. I'm still worried that we might... This diamond armlet might not be the best thing to have on, because it seems to be turning a lot of our loot into knots. I think as time goes on it might be better off, but it's turning a lot of our loot into knots of rust, which I don't think is very useful. There we go. Fran and Balthier have already leveled up this episode. Now that is worth a like, I think, on its own. Level 9, I think we're... So when I did this little playthrough before, when I had to restart because of my audio issues, I don't think I was level 9 at this point in the game. I think this is higher than what I was before. So I was only level 15 when I went into Wraithwell's Tomb, which isn't a mile away. And I did quite a bit of leveling up before I went in there as well. Oh, that's a mimic. Thought that might have been something a bit different, but there we go. Right, so we're still trying to farm as much XP and license points as we can. We'll try and kill everything we can as well. Oh, not loot. They're mimics, you see? They're mimicking loot chests. Balthier does a lot of damage. Not Balthier, Bash does a lot of damage. I want to have a look at what sword he's got on him, actually. We might be able to have another go at the trial mode soon, actually. That might be useful. There's 3 loot chests there. How many of those are going to be real and how many is going to be fake? Right. Let's try them. Stop moving. Yeah, that's a real one. 59 gil. Real, not of rust. And a real for 95 gil. I wonder if that's to sort of reward you for going for it, because you've been scared in the last room. It's real as well. You got scared in the last room because of all the fake ones. Another one here as well. And meteorites. Balthier's just stealing away. On his own. Right, now around, let's kill this mimic. We get a lot of good XP and that sort of stuff here, though, aren't we? XP, license points. Balthier's stealing some good stuff that we can use. Cash it all in for good stuff. If you're not seeing it as well, just in case you are watching this, we've just uploaded yesterday. It should have been the first part of the episode Prompto. Can I get down and kill that thing? Yeah, the first part of episode Prompto for Final Fantasy XV. So worth a watch if you want to have a look at that. It's quite a what's the phrase? Emotional game, should we say? So quite deep, and it explains a lot about the actual storyline of the game as well. It's quite good, very good actually. I quite enjoyed it. Is there any reason? I thought there'd be loot or something down here, but there's no loot. Nice. Is there no reason coming down? I thought there might be like a chest or something down here, but no. Got 100 XP for killing those 2 things though. But Vaan can't be too far away from level 9 himself now. Oh, no, one of these are spawned over here. Good. So I'm farming as much as I can. Obviously, the more you level up, the easier the game becomes as you go along. I think there is a point where you have to do a little bit of grinding anyway, I think, because the game becomes very difficult at some point. Oh, not too far from escaping from Valheim Passage now, then. Oh, that's just a caged off area. Okay. Thought there might be a chest in there, to be honest, but... Neil Problemski. 2 bad boys up here. Take this one down first, because the other one's attracted to that anyway, so they won't get involved. Stone. Yeah, pile of iron scraps, good. I think the iron scraps are what we need. We don't need the map on, do we? It's pretty linear. I think the iron scraps are what we need now to get an iron sword in the bazaar, I think it is. I might be wrong, but Treasure. Alright, here we go. There's a save point in here, which is good. And that is because I believe the next room is a boss room. We don't need to save the game. We'll utilise the healing properties, but we don't need to save the game. This is a boss room, actually. I recognise the room. Boss room. Uh-oh. The Mimic Queen is here! Now, if I remember... So, right, I remember this one, right. I need to... Balthier, I need you to try and steal from the boss. Don't try and steal from anybody else. Just the boss. And just keep trying. Because I'm assuming she must have something good. But the little guys are not going to, I don't think. Not of rust, okay. So Balthier is now attacking. I'm going to change his gambits around Balthier. And just switch them around. Only because he gets caught in this fight. I've had it before. Where he just keeps... because the mimics keep respawning, he just keeps... on stealing all the time rather than... In fairness, we don't... It might be fine just leaving it as it is. Because at this point in time, we're killing him quite easily, so if we can get some free loot, that's not a bad thing. Balthier stole a pebble. Okay, Balthier. Can you attack that thing in front of you so don't keep stealing from it? Yeah. Boss is going down pretty easily though. Yeah. Nice one, Balthier. Should we use a knot of rust? We've got 25 of them. Let's see what damage it does. Oh, it did a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Maybe these knots of rust are a bit better than I give them credit for. This guy's going down. Well, I say guy, it's a mimic queen. This queen is going down. Quick, we must escape. It is collapsing.
To think Dalmascan air could taste so sweet.
Where are we? The Estes Sand, by the look of it. Let's back to Ravenasta before we shrivel up. By your leave, Captain.
Yes, the hour of my return is already over late. The people may hate me, but that does not free me of my charge.
Right, so that's where we are. Yep, okay. Now, is there a vendor out here? I seem to recall there's somebody out here. No, he's not a vendor, he just talks to you, I think. Are we going to save the game here then after we killed the boss? Now we don't have to do the boss battle again, do we? Boom. Right. So did it say where we're going? Is that where we're going? Ah, back to Ravenasta, okay. So I believe north is the answer. Now it's pointless fighting these things because they're so weak that there wouldn't be any benefit to doing it. Not a rust. So Balfir's fighting one anyway, but literally it's so weak. There we go. It's not even worth it. It's not worth the hassle, Balfir. There's smoke in the sky over there, which would indicate that potentially there's some life over there. Oh, we got involved in a couple of wolves, have we? It's always Balfir. At least we're getting license points out of it, aren't we? So that's the main thing. What was an item there? 17 gil. Take him down. This was the right way to go, wasn't it? North. I'm sure north is the right way to go. Ah, but it doesn't... Well, oh yeah, let's look at that map. Okay, it's up here then. Okay. Is this the way? Is this the way to Rabanasta? I'm really lost, I couldn't tell ya. Let's kill this wolf right here now. How did you steal its pelt before we killed it? That's the interesting thing, isn't it? Let's run straight through. Oh, there's a little town here. Ah, yes, I remember this. I remember this. We are pretty close then, actually. Because we have to come back up here to do a hunt as well. We might do the hunts actually, so we can catch up with the hunts. These wolves are just getting in the way, aren't they? Worth absolutely no XP at all. We are collecting a lot of license points from it though, which is the main thing. How far is Vaan from leveling up? It's got to be close. 28 XP. If we just kill something decent, we'll get it. Is it here? Is this the right place? I don't think this is. I do not know where I am. This is not the way I came before. That's my Chocobo just over there. He has a fondness for shiny things, buries everything he can get his beak on. The most recent victim, all the gil I made in Rabanasta, down on my luck, you might say. Buy something and help me out, what'd you say? Well, what have you got? Let's sell first. Oh, he's got mithril blades. Which is a big improve, and that's what I'm on about. What am I actually doing with myself here? Right, dark stones, foul flesh, storm stones, iron scraps. There's got to be some bizarre items after this, surely. There's some good stuff here. Bomb ashes as well, water stones, green liquid, fire stones, bomb ashes, horn, a pebble, and 7 wolf pelts. Gotta be bizarre. No bizarre items available. That's weird. I thought there would be. You're literally selling crap, mate, aren't you? You got Blizzard, that's it. I'll take Blizzard because we do need it. Okay. One thing we could do actually to be cheeky is we could just teleport now to Rabanasta. Yeah. That's going to save us a lot of time. And all we're doing is travelling across lands that's got barely any... Well, the loot's crap and the enemies aren't very strong either.
I thank you.
I'd avoid crowds if I were you. In this town, you're still a traitor, you know.
The Resistance will surely find me soon. Fate's will, we meet again. I would pay my respects to your brother.
You're a fugitive now, too. Stay low for a while.
What about the stone?
Do as you like. That stone's ill-favored.
We feel regret. We sought that stone and found ourselves only worry.
You offering it?
It's mine.
Then why'd you ask? Our regards to your girl.
We stay in Rabanasta a while.
What do you think?
Interesting.
Can I trust Bosch?
So we're on our own now, so I won't try and do the hunt. I might do the next hunt on my own, actually, but I don't really want to at the same time.
But maybe I should show it to Penelo first, so she knows I got something. She'd be at Miguel's place this time of day.
Friend of Mafia leave the party, and Bash has left the party as well. So we're back on our own for a short period of time. I wonder if there's any better weapons and armour in the shops now. There probably is, you know. There probably is better stuff available. And when do we find out about... I think, yes. It's pretty soon, because I think we have to go to Bajurba with Bash. So Bash joins the party as a full member of the group pretty soon. So, we possibly could purchase him some weapons and armour straight off the bat. I know what I need to do, to be honest. And I know what I need to do, so I don't know why I'm coming in here, to be honest. Because I know Miguelo's not in here.
Vaan, is it really you? I heard you got took off to Nalbina.
The Imperials will need more than a dungeon to stop me.
You broke out of a dungeon? Whoa!
Hey, try and keep it down, would ya? Penelo isn't around, is she? Out on a delivery, maybe?
Nope, haven't seen her all day. Not like her to up and skip out on work like that. Miguelo's not here either. He went running off somewhere a little while ago.
So much for my big welcome. I guess everybody's busy.
I got my hands full watching the shop, and old Dallin had something for me to do, but I can't get away.
Old Dallin, huh? Tell you what, I'll go see him for you.
Really?
Well, nothing better to do.
Okay, so we've got to see O'Dallin then, are we? Let's go do that first. I know where Miguelo is, but... is it worth... It's probably not worth coming in here yet. It's probably worth waiting until I've got Balthier and everyone in the team as well. But at least I can have a look. Okay. No, nothing great really. Got Mage Mashers, which is the dagger we need. See, that's not bad actually. On hit silence, that could be useful. I might potentially buy that, and then give Bash my sword. We're going to be doing less damage, but I feel like it's probably got a quicker, and the fact we can silence enemies at the same time is pretty good as well, I think. Is this the way to Old Dallin? It's the longest way to Old Dallin we could have gone, I suppose, isn't it? Where is he? Or is it the old... no. He's up top here, isn't he? Am I wrong? Is he right at the bottom? He's either right at the bottom or right there. I think he's right at the bottom, isn't he? No. No, this is his house, isn't it? Okay, that's a bit different. That's a hunt we have to do a little bit later on. We haven't got that far yet in the hunts, but we could do that one as well, actually. I might try and do that before we go off, because we're going to go off to Bajurba next. So I might try and do the hunts to catch up before we go away. I know there's actually one in the mine, so if we can pick up that mission before we go to Bajurba to do the hunt in the mines, that'd be great. But I don't know if it'll allow us to do that. Ah, Vaan.
Well, well, look who we have here. Heard you were sent off to Nalbina.
And I got out of there as fast as I could. But it was all worth it, Dallin. Here, look at this.
My, quite a treasure you've got there.
Well, you know, I couldn't have done it without your help.
So, there is more to this gutter churl than first meets the eye. Vaan, I've an errand, a simple favor to beg of you. I was going to ask that kites to go, but I should think that you ought to do... No, No, I think you're just the one. There's a fellow by the name of Ivalice, and I need you to bring this sword to him.
That's a sword of the old order.
Speak my name when you arrive. That should be enough to get you in to see him. I've made a note on your map showing you where he can be found. Mind you, you are to deliver the sword to him personally.
I will. Hey, Down. Do you think I could get you to do something for me? I need you to find out where Penelo is. I wanted to show her what I got from the palace, but I haven't been able to find her anywhere. Can you let me know if you hear anything?
You can just leave that to me.
Thanks, Dallin.
And so it is done. But will it be enough to remind him of what the Order once meant?
So this is clever. This is by Dallin. He gives us this sword to go and deliver to the Order. And in the process, it sort of helps us to... It helps us to start to trust Bash, but it also allows Bash to rejoin the Order at the same time. It's a nice little moment, because I think people then start to believe that Bash is actually innocent in the situation, which is very difficult, isn't it? If you, in fairness, it's very difficult to prove Bash's innocence with this whole twin brother situation. But I think as soon as people start believing, that's one part of it, and he joins our party, I'm going to be more than happy. I'm supposed to deliver something to a man named Ivalice. This is the place, right? And who is it that told you that? Old Dallin, he said to give him this, personally. Does nothing get past that Dallin? He has ears in every wall. Alright, get inside, but no word of what you see or hear in there. You got it? Nope. I'm going to share it with the world and all these 6 viewers that watch this video.
Then what do you make of Andor's proclamation? Are you suggesting they fooled even the Marquis?
What if a judge killed the king, not the captain? That would explain everything, wouldn't it?
In that case, the captain would be brother to a judge. How are we to trust such a man?
Now there is the Bosch that I remember.
Then will you fight again at my side?
His word alone convinces me of nothing.
I'd take his word over that of a mouthpiece Marquis.
Then you name Rex liar with him.
My brother was no liar!
Just the opposite. Rex was the witness they needed. They had to make it appear as if I killed the king. Rex bears no blame. The fates have willed it.
So this is Rex's brother. Your words may convince a child such as this, but they weigh far too lightly on the scales for my taste. Our paths will remain separate.
Do you not think Amalia worth saving?
I hold men's lives in my hands. I must see foes in every shadow. The night we moved against Vaan, he knew. I will not chance such disadvantage again. I must treat you as I would Andor, as I would treat any of better of the Empire.
Then what will you do? Hold me here in chains? Some things never change, do they?
Listen to me, Bash. Your cage may have no bars, but it is a cage. The eyes of the Resistance watch unblinking.
Let them watch. I know something of cages.
That's right. Amalia's in the Resistance.
Then you know her.
Sorta. We met just before we got sent to Nalbina. I've known nicer people.
Our paths keep crossing, yours and mine. It's more than coincidence.
It's annoying.
I'm sorry. Allow me one last annoyance, a favor to ask. I want you to take me to Balthier. Even caged birds need wings.
This makes us even.
Even?
For Nalbina. We couldn't have done it without you.
Bash, there we go. Bash has joined the party. Not a guest, he's joined the party. Right. Now, how do I want to do this? He is going to be an Ulan slash knight. Okay, I'm trying to think of the best way of doing this. I don't think it really matters too much. I'm going to give him knight to start off with because I think that suits his character more. And then obviously we can give him, well, swords 1 he needs straight off the bat. He's got swords 2 already. Okay, he needs shields 2 then. He needs heavy armor 2. What's this? HP plus 70, we'll take a bit of that. Number 30, let's get 110 HP. Because in theory this guy is going to be taking the brunt of a lot of the attacks. That's how we're sort of hoping it at this point in time. Now let's give him that as well. And battle harness, I've got a battle harness. What is that under? That's accessories 4, right. Let's get a battle harness and he can have that fitted. What's this last stand we can't afford yet? 230, oh, I'm going to save up for that I think, 230 HP. Anything useful for Vaan even? I can get that first battle lore, so he can do more damage now, which is good. Right, so I want to try and, where do I need to go? Straight across there. So I need to try and obviously gear Bash up before we leave. It's one thing we need to do. Let's see what does it actually come equipped with. A mithril blade and a bronze helm, bronze armor. That's not bad. Going to give him the battle harness, which automatically counters when attacked, which is going to mean he's going to do more damage, I would imagine, which is useful. Yes, I'm happy with that for now. So I do need to get him all geared up though before we go anywhere. So we'll go up now to see Balthier and Fran, and then they should rejoin the party. And then we obviously have to go and do what we need to do as part of the main storyline.
A lot of kids lost their parents in the war. Mine had already died before that. The plague took them both.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
It's okay. It's been 5 years now. After that, I lived with my friend Penelo and her family. Then the war came.
I am sorry.
You don't have to keep apologizing. Really, it's all right. I know it wasn't your fault. I see that now. You didn't kill my brother. It was the Empire. My brother trusted you. And he was right.
Right, into the pub we go. And I'm pretty sure Fran and Balthier are up the top with Miguelo.
As I said, a misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding? What I am understanding is it took Penelo because of you.
What? What about Penelo?
Oh, Vaan. They've taken Penelo. And there was a note for this Balthier. Come to the Muserba Mines, it said.
It's Begamnon. He was in Albina.
If anything were to happen to that sweet child, why, I've her parents' memory to consider. You're going to go to her aid, and that's that. That's what you sky pirates do, isn't it?
I don't respond well to orders. You do know that the Imperial fleet is massing at Muserba?
Fine, then I'll go. You at least have an airship, don't you? Just get me there and I'll find Penelo myself.
I'll join you.
Huh?
I have some business there as well.
An audience with the Marquis, by chance?
Balthier, just take us, and this is yours.
The gods are toying with us.
Make yourselves ready. We leave soon.
Right.
I don't think they... Yes, they have joined the party, okay. That's good. But Gamlen's notes can only be referring to the Lushu mines in Bujurba. We must leave at once. When you're ready, meet me at the aerodrome. I should imagine it's still by the west gate. We won't in Narbonne that long. Do be quick. I'd like to save the girl and be home and get rid of this headache as soon as possible. Right, now is there anything else on the board? Can we just pick up multiple hunts? That's one thing that... No, we can't, okay. Right, so what we're going to do then is next episode, we're going to go around, we're going to do a few of these hunts before we move across to Bujurba. I think there's a few we can do because I know there is one in Bujurba that we do need to do, so it makes more sense to do it at the same time we're in the mine. So if I can get a hold of that, it'd be much easier for us. So yeah, if you have enjoyed this episode, please do like and subscribe as always. I've been Shabba Gamer, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye. The 1, 2, 3.